Hello class, this is Dr. Reyes-Fournier, and as promised, I would talk about doing headings in APA style and how to set up your papers. So first things first, let's go to the classroom. Let's find the rubrics. You're going to find that. Let's pretend we're going right to the beginning so you know where to go. Go to Content. Underneath Table of Contents, you're going to find Grading Rubrics. And then you have your assignment rubric. You're going to click on that, and that'll download it straight to your Word. And here it is, assignment 3. Let's see if there's an easier one to do. That's probably not. Let's do it this way. Like I mentioned last night in seminar, the way that the rubric is set up is not necessarily how you want to set up your paper. It's not really in an order that would make sense. So like I mentioned before, here I'm just going to enable editing here. If I were to be writing this, I would probably start with an introduction, because you should always start with an introduction, and then you'll see how we're going to do that in a second. And then we're going to go from that to probably do the introduction for like a paragraph, then you go into the initial interviewing, and that's where you're going to discuss the case. And after you discuss your case, then you can get into screening assessment tools and talk about structure and application of the assessment process as you do the structure and application. Okay, so we'll go 1 here. Here we go. 1 there. We can go 2 here. Then you can just list out those things. Then you can do this one. This is the clear consideration of the positive and negative contributions each step of the assessment diagnosis process contributes to client treatment and recovery. Now let's do that 5th. That sounds like a 5th. Okay, so I'm going to back that up. That'll be 5. I'm going to put the diagnosis then as 4. And this would be 6, right? Why did it say 5? Hello, 6? And it keeps wanting to say 6. Okay, so that would be 6, and this would be 7 up here. And then everything is mentioned, okay? I don't know why this doesn't want to say 6, but here, it's 6. And then you don't have to worry about doing headings for the bottom things. And now let's talk about headings. Here, your Purdue Online Writing Lab talks about different kinds of headings in APA style. In APA style, you have what we call level 1 headings. Level 1 headings are specific to the major parts of a paper that are expected in a paper. So things like abstract are centered and boldface. The title of your project is centered and boldface. Now let's do something really quick, just because since we're doing this, I don't know if you know how to do this, but when you go to start an APA paper, hit New in your Microsoft Word, hit APA here in the templates, click on that, and it'll show you APA style paper. Wait, actually there's one that says APA 6th edition. I think it's the same thing, but let's just do it that way. And it's going to give you, in a second, an APA style paper. Okay, with everything that you need, including the way that the running head is set up right there, and everything is ready for you. Okay, so they also let you do your sources and stuff, your references and everything, so it's pretty cool. But I don't need that. You don't need that right now. We're going to talk about headings. So right here, let's do the title. I don't remember what this is about, so let's see. It's about diagnosing a client. So I don't remember who the client is, so I'm going to just say diagnosing and treating Eve. Okay, let's say anytime you do a paper, give it a title. Do not say Unit 3 paper. Give it a title. Get in the habit of creating titles for your paper, and I'll show you why. Because, okay, notice how I'm doing everything right here as we see it. To do your running head, you need to go into your header. Hello. You're going to edit the header. And here, it's going to be all caps, so go ahead and hit your cap lock. And it's diagnosing and treating. Oops. Eve. Close. How much easier is that? Author note, you don't really need it. Get rid of it, really. You're not going to be doing anything worth talking about that. Write your abstract, get in the habit of doing it. Use your keywords, get in the habit of doing it. Even for these kind of papers, I'm just saying get in the habit because you're going to have to do these, okay? But note that it's centered, okay? This is a level 1 heading. Now, when you get here, notice that I already put your title here. The first heading in your paper after your abstract is never introduction. We do not have a heading for that, okay? Because this is not a dissertation or a research paper, you're going to start here and you're going to do your introduction. This is your introduction right here. Instead of doing a level 1 heading to start things out, from here, you're going to start with initial interview. So, oops, sorry, went the wrong way. So instead of this, I'm just going to, no, I don't want to do that. Do this, I'm going to get rid of this. Because you don't want a huge space there. Remember, this is all double spaced. You're going to do, I don't know why there's a little 1 there, but you're going to say here, initial, oops, I still have my cap lock on, initial interview. And then write your initial interview. Indent your paragraphs. I cannot say that enough. The next heading will be number 2. You could say assessment process. And in fact, you don't even need to do, how did that end up being 3? No, I wanted, this is, yeah, that one's 4. Okay, and this should be, so this is nothing. Just put assessment process would be the 3rd one. And make sure to answer everything there. Now in this case, you're going to want, does it make me, let me do it? No. Here, hold on, no it's not, it's going to fight me because I'm using the thing here. So here, I'm just going to force the issue and move the cursor a little bit back there. Make sure that I'm still in the right thing and do assessment. And then bold it because you're doing a level 2 heading. And here you could discuss assessments, how you're going to structure the assessments, which assessments you're going to use. Then the next one you'll do, after you write all that, you're going to do diagnosis. Then the next one you're going to do, let's see, wait, I'm going too far. Whichever one came next, you know, whichever ones come next, and then just truncate how you say it. But then you do them all, and then at the end, when you've done all of your headings, you can center it and do conclusion. When you do your reference page, note it's centered, okay? And then you do your references in APA style, okay? Now, I'm going to include this, and I will also include this. This is from the APA style blog, so that you could use this as an example and how to do things and all that good stuff. Okay, so I hope that helps in how to set up your papers. And remember, APA style, I'm also going to remind you of good websites to use to create citations and references that are pretty cool. In fact, since we're here and we're talking, my favorite is this one, citefast.com. To give you an idea, I was helping my daughter write a paper about um, modern art, and um, every citation we would go through here and have them do the citations, because you could just click here and it gives you the in-text citation right there. And then at the end, when you're all said and done, it has all of your references ready just to copy and paste right into, in the perfect style, perfect APA style, you just copy and paste that right into your reference page. And it's perfect. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this. Everything is, the only thing I would change here is like the history and not make it all caps. Other than that, everything is fine there. So citefast.com, that's my favorite one. Make sure that you click on APA style and the right source. Okay, so I'll give you all those links so that you can write up your papers. Any questions, email me and I'll be happy to answer. Okay, there you go.